So Reflection 7DB came out this week, and what they claim is they took Llama 3.1 and they applied more reflection tuning, which is a new method to train the AI to think more before it gets with the answer. And I'm going to test today and show you the results of using the LLM. Because as we know, we cannot trust any of the metrics people are saying. So here's the article on it, 7DB, the AI that thinks. So here, basically what it does is it does step-by-step reasoning. It breaks down the thought process into distinct steps. And then it does error detection, and then it self-corrects. So that's what they're claiming, right? So they're also on Ollama, so you can test this yourself. And so I'm gonna start writing here, right? So my first question is, write me NQ problem in COBOL, create a wrapper class in C++ to interface COBOL code. So the reason for this is that we want to have it, if it can actually code and understand two different programming languages. So let's see what it says. Thinking. To solve this complex problem, I devised a step-by-step plan. Implement the N queen thing, create the wrapper. Good. Okay. And then now it codes it. So now it's at COBOL, it codes, and then the C++ code wrapper. And then it says, upon reflection, I realized COBOL implementation could provide has some limitations. I didn't know not directly interface with. So basically, it did realize that it made a mistake. So like, if you use all the LLMs, it would do all the code inside of the inside of COBOL, and we should just call the function, right? So let's see if it actually fixed the problem here, and it didn't fix the problem. So it already failed to like make a mistake, fix it, and come back. So this is a fail in my test so far. All right, next one. Write me a short answer. And it's gonna use only one word. What is the capital of Canada? So this thing should just output the word Canada, Ottawa. So it does that, but I put the thinking thing first, which I guess is fine. Okay, next one. So write your reasoning step by step and be sure to answer. What's the difference between common sense reasoning, game theory, and epigenetics? So it says think, devise a plan, define each field, identify the main areas, comparing, and then let's break it down, and then thinking, and then it gave the output. So it's like differences between them are this. Common sense is this. And then, so it gave an example of each one. These views are vastly different. For instance, game theory, whatever. Okay, so I think it's pretty good at answering like theory and like conceptual things. I think it's not good at coding so far. All right, next one. So here I have a sales transcript between Bob and Christine. And basically, I want to figure out what the requirements from the sales callers. So this is a very realistic application. So based on this, the project overview, scope of work, key features, timeline. So this looks correct. I'm just curious why there's no thinking this time. But I'm not, I guess that's not controlled. Okay, next one. I want to do role playing. So I'll say, you're a scared 5-year-old boy who just got scolded by your teacher. Write me an email to my CEO where a client ran away and we are missing payments with an action plan on how we fix this. So thinking, and then now it writes the email, right? Dear, oh, I'm sad today because teacher got mad, but I have to tell you something important. Our friend client ran away and paid us money. It's like, so it tries to do it, but it's not perfectly there. But it's better than like some of the LLMs. So this is okay. Next one is where we have 4 different tiers of users, 4 different prices. We have additional features per month and a discount. And I wanted to calculate what's the expected annual revenue for tier 1. So here it's determining the price per month, the number of users, the process. So this is good so far. Let's verify our calculations. We're correctly applying it. Reflection, and then output, and it gave these 2 answers. So this answer is not the same one you get from OpenAI ChatGPT. So this is not correct either. Okay, next one is we have a story here, and the story is 32,000 context window, and I want to find the password in the story. And let's see the response. and it didn't answer it correctly at all. So it failed on the context window problem. And then I did the same context window problem again, but for 16,000. So it failed again here. And then I did it again for 8,000. And it gave the wrong answer again here. And then we did it for 4,000. And it still failed. And then it finally worked for 2,000. So this is very bizarre, because if they're building on top of Llama 3.1, it should be working. And now the simplest question was like, okay, write me a Python script that will print 1 to 100 for Fibonacci sequence and print even odd before the text. So this worked. So far by testing it, it's very bizarre. Like if they're saying they're fine tuning on top of Llama 3.1, then it should have the same performance as Llama 3.1, but it doesn't. And it's really bad at math. It's very bad at coding. It's only good at concepts. So this is not usable. And like this technique, I don't know if it's really working or not. So I think this is another fail model in my opinion.